Putin put out peace feelers to the Ukrainians to come to some sort of peace agreement so that they could end the war. They don't reach an agreement, but they're making major league progress towards reaching an agreement. And what happens is that the Americans and the British, in the form of Boris Johnson, come in and tell the Ukrainians to walk away from the negotiations and to continue the war. So this supports your basic point that we have been more enthusiastic about this war at different points than the Ukrainians have. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact, and I think this reflects Victoria Nuland's thinking, that we don't have to do the fighting, we don't do the dying, and we can use the Ukrainians for that purpose. We can use the Ukrainians to bleed the Russians white. The Russians are now Russia is now a great power. This is a problem for us in their mind, and we have to weaken Russia. And Ukraine is the perfect opportunity to do that.
My last question for you, sir, concerns grand strategy. I've been inspired by your work, intellectually and more. I cannot, in this moment, I'm just shocked at, especially with a lot of the people in the Trump administration. I know them personally. I know you do as well. And we heard for years about the folly of being obsessed with the Middle East, of American security doctrine, just having this religious devotion, to NATO, to Europe, to the Middle East. And as I watch, the consumption of U.S. weaponry, of U.S. attention and diplomacy on Israel, an obsession really with Israel,